I saw that.
Okay, got it.
It is yes, it's a bit exciting.
It is not. It is not.
It is. እኔም እንደማንኛውም ወንድ ሁለት ባል ማግባት ፈልጋለሁ።
You could okay, እሺ
no ቀልድ ነው። አንድ ባልም እየከበደኝ ነው እንደ ሐሳብ ምን ሆነ
exactly my point.
ታስቢ እንደ ግሩፕ አክቲቪቲ ግን ታስቢ At that point, not many of them had Telegram. And system lag እያደረገ ነው super app like 2 days ago no drop የተደረገው which means a lot of bugs that should have been fixed on time አልተያዙ
ቤትሽ የተቃጠለ ደግሞ your wife your whole family is alien child. The first thing that has to come out of that house and be put in a very respectful position is that picture of the leader.
ነው በጣም ተጠግቶኝ አለፈ ከዛ ሰደበኝ ሁለታችንን ደንግጠናል ከዛ ሰደበኝ ሲሰድበኝ ኢርፎኔን አውልቄ ማለት መንገድ ታታታ እየተሰደብኩና አፌን ይዤ ማንም አልኩኝ Welcome to the podcast. This is Netsanet with
Tsilate and Tsion.
Yes, today we're going to talk about weird laws across the
world
globe.
Universe not yet, no.
Yes.
Not yet.
Marvel እያየሁ ስለማመሽ kind of.
The nerd in you. The small. You just
You don't like it anymore? You moved on?
No, ማለት yes. Okay. I want to try it.
Let's just dive into it. The first one says, no shirtless driving in Thailand.
How unfortunate. How just so unfortunate.
I have a question. Let's say a very, very attractive man is in front of you. Not kala labasa. Where do you look?
In his eyes.
Afinchaun, joro, except the enigda.
Yes.
I think my eyes would like, dro, after number.
Dro.
After number, like, in thoughts ሳይሆን ማፍረው like I don't want to be caught staring ከዛ like የሆነ እድሜ በኋላ I don't know what happened but like I blatantly stare and
really
if it's pretty no አይመለከተኝም
Jesus that takes confidence.
It's not confidence our other bestie ጋር ውዬ like እኔ ድሮ ኩል ነኝ ምናምን ብዬ እንዲህ ብዬ ክራሽ እያለፈ ምናምን እኖር ነበረ and then I met her and we're like we stare at people until they're uncomfortable and now I'm at a point in my life where like movie ላይ አሁን like somebody like conveniently ታውላቸው ሲወድቃላል ሴቶቹ እንዲህ ሲሉ what you doing look it's right there
no like I've never in fact like if I'm attracted to that person there won't be any eye contact ሲጀመር
so there will be nipple contact.
Nope. No. Like you do not exist to me. I cannot breathe around you, Huli.
Why?
I do not know.
I
really don't know. It's all of a sudden I'm very shy around that person.
Oh, Nicole.
Despite what this says. All of a sudden, but I'm shy no more.
Shy. I like tea. And just
okay.
The reason Thailand has this. Motorists need to ensure they are wearing a shirt no matter how hot the weather is or their abs are. You know, the article. So there's a lot of motorbike እንቅስቃሴ ስላለ ሀገራቸው people would go like ብሬዙ ይሰማኝ
እንዴ ያስፈልጋል in fact like even እኛ ሀገር ውስጥ ጠራራ ፀሐይ ለመኪናሽ ውስጥ ስትገቢ ያለው ሂት ወንዱን ታዩ ሴቱንም ያስፈልጋል በዛ ሰዓት it's just insane.
We don't condone that message. Abandoned about fully እሺ oh this is interesting considering የኛ ሀገር የሽንት ቤት ባህል flush before 10 p.m.
what
ማታ 4 ሰዓት ከመሆኑ በፊት flush ማድረግ አለብሽ in Switzerland ነው ይሄ ከዛ በፊት flush አታረጊም ነው no ከዛ በኋላ አይቻልም ነው curfew ነው የflushing curfew ነው
that's insane.
Why is it insane? ጉዳያችን እስከ 4 ሰዓት ጨርሱ
What if you get sick? No, I mean like usually you get really tipsy after 10 p.m. አይደለ? And then when you actually have to
እንደዚህ ሀገራት እኮ እየቀለዱ አይደለም
That's madness. That's insane.
The curfew on flushing toilets after 10 p.m. is quite strict. A strict regulation of Switzerland. Everybody better finish their business before the clock strikes 10.
Demo, like, Swiss is one of the most peaceful countries, right?
It's not about peace, it's about a flushing water resource issue, no?
No, ከሱ ጋር ያገናኙት አይደለም. Maybe it's connected with the idea, you know.
Peace, how? Sound pollution? No. It could be a possibility. Again, I'm thinking it's more of a resource issue. Flushing water takes a lot of into fresh water.
Makes sense.
In Italy, skirts are banned.
In Italy?
No, specific skirt nahi. Black watch kilt. So, men wearing skirts in public is a serious issue. Could lead to an arrest. Guess they have never heard of a gentleman's kilt. Izar. Like, እነዚህ Slavs and Nordic cultures ላይ ያሉት የወንዶቹ ቀሚሶች አሉ ተከልክለዋል ነው.
Makes sense.
Depends on when they banned it.
I don't think they wear undergarments in this area.
I don't think Italians are known for wearing stuff.
That either. ግን like undergarment አለመኖርም public indecency ሊሆን ይችላል ብዬ ነው ማስበው.
Considering their history, if it's a long time ago, they did it on purpose, you know what I mean? If it's recent, it's going to be tough. Ishi. What? Okay. Police መናከስ ይችላል.
What? Yes, ሀገር?
America, obviously.
You're joking.
The police department of Ohio can bite a dog if they think it would help the canine calm down.
Oh, fair.
Wusha?
That's fair.
ሰው ከሚነክስ ውሻ ቢነክስ ይሻልሻል? How? Explain yourself, ma'am.
Because the police can actually bite the dog, no? አይደል የተባለው?
Yeah.
By the way, human bite is one of the most dangerous bites we know because infection mass chance so high no.
Yeah.
So by biting a dog and you can actually help him calm down. There is this theory joron kanakashu the dog will calm down. Not think of you as an alpha male ነገር አለ. So technically it would work with a dog. It would give you an infection with a human.
Question. የውሻው ጆሮ አፍሽ ውስጥ ሲገባ ያለውን ሲቹዌሽን አናስብም።
ራስሽን እኮ ኮንሰንት ሰተሹ ነው መቼስ like ሳላቅ ነከስኩት ልትያቺ
ነው. Okay, this is where I draw the line. Apparently. እሺ
ውሻ ቢነክሱ አይሻልሽም አንቺ ከሚነክሱሽ? እንዴት አስበሽው ነው? Never mind.
እሺ offensive gestures and swearing የተከለከለባቸው ሀገራት አሉ. Yet Kenya. Ever heard the word እንጂ? Okay, let's go. ስራ ላይ ነን እናታስቂ. So
a girl can dream ማለት
Jesus.
I wish.
Kenya and UAE have stringent rules when it comes to offensive gestures and swearing. It is considered illegal to use swear words and make insulting or rude gestures in public. So ተበሳጭተሽ ሰው በእጅሽም ሆነ በቃላት መሳደብ አይቻልም ነው. ኢጣሊያኖች እንደዚህ አይነት ሀገራት ሲሄዱ እንዴት ይሆኑ ይሆን? እንዲህ ተብለሽ ታስረሽ like ምን አልክ?
Actually, do you remember that episode Friends ላይ ያለውን where
okay. I mean
I feel like people will find a different way of saying it.
Of course, good like
aligning.
The thing about people saying things, eventually it catches on. So you're just gonna have to pump new things.
Yeah.
Or you could just be condescending and
there is so many different ways of saying
the same word.
Yeah. So eventually you'll get there now.
ታሰሪያለሽ at the end of the day. የምር ስድብ አይቻልም ከተባለ it's going to be tough.
I wish እኛ ሀገር እንደዛ በተባለ.
Because
like I've realized some people consider it as disrespectful genuinely. Like I would fight if somebody says this to me point ላይ የሚደርሱ ብዙ ሰዎች አሉ. It's and you know that person doesn't know you from Adam and that doesn't really mean it specifically to you. It's just an angry gesture. እንደዛም ሆኖ ግን I'll kill that person or I'll fight that person to the point of making him bleed የምትይ ከሆነ it's not worth it.
ያው እያንዳንዱ ሳፉን የመቆጣጠር ኃላፊነት አለበት ግን like freedom of speech ሲባል so there's this comedian I love Dale Hughley ይባላል and this one time he wanted to leave the house እና እህቱ እንደምትመታ ታውቃለህ አይደል ስትሄድ አለችው ያሳላት I guess you're free to choose whatever you want you just have to live with the consequences ነው እኛም ሀገር 10 ይነገረናል መብት አለ ግን ያለ ኃላፊነት አይደለም ይባላል ያተሳደቢና ፍርድ ቤት በይና ቤትሽ ትገቢያለሽ ግን like አሁንም እኮ even the risks of መሳደብ እሱ ብቻ ሳይሆን ይሄ መደብደብ ምናምን ሳይሆን like ካለፈ በኋላ አንቺም ይደብርሻል right it will feel weird speaking of መሳደብ weird ነው ትላንትና ጄዋክ እያደረኩኝ ግን like ጥግጋ ነኝ እና ያለፍኩ ነው ከዛ መኪናው በጣም ተጠግቶኝ አለፈ ከዛ ሰደበኝ ሁለታችንም ደንግጠናል ከዛ ሰደበኝ ሲሰድበኝ ኢርፎኔን አውልቄ መሀል መንገድ ታታታ እየተሰደብኩና አፌን ይዤ ማንኝ አልኩኝ እኔ ማንኝ ማለት like I've had this reaction twice in my entire existence where like this one time የሆነ ታክሲ ውስጥ እየሄድን ጄዋክ እያደረገች ሲያልፋት በጣም ጠባብ መንገድ ነው there is no way መኪና ሲያልፍሽ የማይጠጋሽ so ሲያልፋት መኪናው መታችሁ ማለት ነው እዛ ያው again ማንኝ ያስባለኝ so እንደዛ ማንኝ ማለት አልፈልግም you know what I mean
ሻው ማለት it's just not worth it ሲጀመር it's not personal that person አስተዳደጉን ነው የሚያሳይሽ እሱ በመሳደቡ oh it's personally to me it's personally to my family and it's disrespectful ብለሽ አስበሽ something that you cannot revert back to ድረስ መሄዱ አይታየኝም plus ደግሞ አንዳንድ ሰዎች anger management issueቸው is so deep rooted it's not even logical
ሲቲሽን ወደ ውስጥ ከሰባበሩት በኋላ it's not going to be like you know I didn't mean it ለማለት ጊዜ አይኖርሽ
exactly so it's just illegal ነው ብለሽ መጀመሪያ ብታስቢ at least ከመሳደብሽ በፊት ወይ this could be illegal milo could save you your life no
here's another thing I feel like we don't have the type of country where it's conducive for people to be peaceful all the time it's just we are inconvenienced every day by ትንንሽ ነገሮች ራሳችንንም ይጨምራል when you just ይሄ ሬድ ላይት የሚያልፉ ሰዎች አሉ you know what I mean በቃ ትንንሽ ነገሮች ሁላችንም በመሰባበር የሌላን ሰው ላይፍ ምቹ ማናደርግባቸው ብዙ ሞመንቶች አሉና of course እንሳደባለን እኛ ሀገር ህገወጥ ቢሆን I think I would consider leaving the country then
makes sense
mooning ምንድነው do you know what mooning means
I have an idea
as well I want to be wrong እሺ no mooning in the Hellenic Republic ይላል okay
wait Hellenic Republic okay
እሺ the official name of Greece ነው considers mooning an act of disrespect and provocation mooning ማለት where you
I think so again like that's
the country has zero tolerance against mooning and offenders can be arrested or made to do time okay
so let's google it so that we will find a respectful way of saying it
okay I think I have an idea again like I hope it's not what I think it is oh in Egypt men cannot belly dance do you think it would be attractive on a man if they were belly dancing
no again then attraction is a matter of perspective so
my selena slanchi bicha
no I really don't I think it's such a feminine energy type of movement and I would not find this attractive on a guy
funnily enough and then belly dancing and African dance is like the way men dance is quite similar but this one feels manlier what is the difference
I think it's the and I have never seen a guy belly dance African dance like that
no their waists moves like hey you know how they do these things I can't demonstrate anyway
so mooning የመጀመሪያው definition መጀመሪያ behave or move in a listless or aimless manner no and then expose one's
hoo-ha
to someone in order to insult or amuse them
አስቅም እኮ ሲሪየስ ጉዳይ እኮ ነው በሱ እንዴት ነው የምንሳደበው
okay so መቀመጫ ማለት ነው ሀበሻ ሰዎቻችን
okay
ሁሃ ስንል confuse እንዳናደርገው ብዬ ነው okay so that's the thing
I thought like you know that ይሄ ፀሐይ የሚሞቁትን with their legs
Oh yes.
So I thought የሱ moon side version ነው ብዬ ነው ቅድም ያሰብኩት.
No, it's more of የሆነ
እንዲህ ብለሽ መሳደብ
where the sun don't rise የሚባለውን area ማሳየት ነው ማለት ነው.
Mooning, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
That makes very much sense. Anyways.
እንደውም like Simpsons ላይ Bart usually is known for that.
Oh yeah.
Which I said and done.
Okay.
No belly dancing in Egypt for men.
Like men from like African dances are the ones we love in the club. You know how those like body roll undala, like they move their waists properly. But it's
I think
not
it's the open legs. Even when they're moving their waist, it's that I want to say when a guy sits with his legs open, that I have masculine energy. Namsa, this is my area. Ainet no mibado.
Okay.
So it's the same. Yeah, exactly. So it's the same concept as Igam Sichafaru because their legs are wide open. It's a more masculine type of movement than a more feminine type.
I understand. It makes sense. Anyways, yeah, no belly dancing, Alan. Kaza, the next one is no. Who?
Did you just say no?
Yes. American laws are like, at this point, we're not. I'm done.
The dog was your it, Waka? Charash?
No, actually. A lot of disappointing things, Ilalu. Now, mostly it's a reflection of how dumb the society is.
Why not? You want to enjoy it?
ምን እንዳለ ልንገርሽ እሺ
unlawfully so we might as well የኛን poverty enjoy ያደርጉታል so we might as well enjoy theirs.
Okay. Unlawfully driving through Washington City, call to inform. This weird law states that motorists with criminal intentions that are driving through the city limits of Washington must call the police chief before entering the city. Like I said, it's a reflection of how stupid the country is.
I'm not mad about it.
Oh God. Kissing in French trains. Kissing is prohibited on trains in France but allowed on railway stations, only if it's done before the train arrives. Mostly, the local would request lovers to use a designated area near the parking space. Taking a bus? Go for it. So, that's how they wrote it.
Okay.
So, in France, train ውስጥ like ባቡሩ ካርቶች ውስጥ መሳሳም አትችይም። ነገር ግን ባቡሩ ሊመጣ ሲል ጠብቀሽ in the parking area designated የተደረገበት ቻው ለመባባል አይነት if you kissed it would be fine. I guess ፈረንሳይ አይፈቱም ይሆናል. Like once they start making out it doesn't stop.
And yes, another thing, and I think the bus would be more riskier than the train. Considering buses accelerate and decelerate ቶሎ ስለሚያደርጉ you could end up bumping too hard into each other. Trains are considerably consistent ናቸው. ፍቱ ሲባል ፍሬን ያዙ ያላተሙ ያላቀቋቸው Yeah, which it's insane. ኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ ጭራሽ አይፈቀደም.
Yeah, we've talked about
it. ስለገረመኝ ነው ኢትዮጵያ እንዲህ የተባለ. Okay.
በአመት 10% የራሳችን ፖፑሌሽን ምን ደግመው ነገር I mean maybe ሰዎች
I don't know how we make it every year.
Because labor force ብዙ አለን. I support this giving birth thing. Anyways. 2 children or pay fine. Where is this? China. Kerala. Not just in China. In India, Kerala mibal state west. It is enforced that 2 children belai ከከፈልሽ 10,000 ሩፒ ትከፍያለሽ. ከወለድሽ sorry. ከሁለት ልጅ በላይ ከወለድሽ 10,000 ሩፒ ትከፍያለሽ. These countries are in billions የሚቆጠሩ ናቸው. እሺ. The fart law.
Drum roll.
Eshi. Dairy farmers in California are, of course it's in America, going to have a tough time in the coming years. This weird law states that dairy farms are required to cut down on methane emissions by 40% by the year 2030. So alcoholic organic chemical no methane. So it's not just እንስሳ ካለሽ and you have a lot of cow dung ምናምን ካለሽ and fertilizers ካለሽ ወዘተረፈ emission አላቸው እነዚህ በሙሉና አብረው በተቀመጡ ቁጥር ደግሞ it gets worse. So if you have that amount of cattle, I guess you're just gonna have to pay የሆነ amount of fine. So by 40% ቀንሺ ስትባይ, it's not just the emission, ሪሶርሶችሽም አብረው መቀየራል። like so ከብት የሚንከባከብ ሰው ታውቂያለሽ? How many do you think they maintain in a year?
ማለት ኢንካማቸውን ነው የምትይኝ?
No. ከብቶችን በጤነኝነት ከአንድ አመት ወደ አንደኛ አመት የሚያስተላልፉት።
I know somebody that had chicken. ከብት ብዬ ላወራ አልችልም, but 20% of them ነው ከአንድ አመት ወደ አንድ አመት survive የሚያደርጉት most of the time.
With chicken, yes. cattle ሲኖርሽ it's a lot of work. ጧት ታንቀሳቅሻለሽ ማለት ጧት የሚታለቡ ካሉ ታልቢያለሽ። ከዛ በኋላ ጥጃዎች ምናምን ካሉሽ ይጠቡና for a few minutes ይንቀሳቀሳሉ ከብቶች። ከዛ በኋላ ይጠበቃሉ ሙሉ ቀን። የሚበሉ ከሆነ ይበላሉ። ውሃ የሚጠጡበት ሰዓት ላይ ተዘርበረ ይሄዳሉ። ከዛ በኋላ ተመልሰው ወደ ቤት ይመጣሉ ማታ ላይ። ከዛ the same activity ጧት የነበረው ይደረግና አሁን ጧት መፍታት ነበረ፣ በኋላ ላይ ማሰር ይሆናል to their specific places depending on how they handle it. አንዳንድ ቤቶች ደግሞ እንትን አላቸው ላይ እንዲሆነ so that አንገታቸው ይወጣል፣ የሚበላ የሚጠጣ መስጠት የምትችይበት ፖዚሽን ማድረግ ትችያለሽ። so it's a full year work. ያ full year work it's supposed to translate into money. 40% ቀንሺ ስትባይ ሪሶርስሽንም ወደ ሌላ እንትን ማንቀሳቀስ አለብሽ ማለት ነው። for a farmer it's going to suck. ፋርት ሎ ብለው እንደ ቀልድ ቢያስቀምጡትም ግን
yeah, again, like as much as I want to joke about global warming and the whole climate condition, I think it's getting to the point where we're gonna have to do an episode about it.
You did? Okay, sure.
No,
I'm excited.
Me too, because like I understand the desperation Katie yemetta ndhone, especially for countries that are directly seeing the heat waves and directly seeing the climate change. I can really understand where this በቀልድ ማስቀምጠው ፓርት ሎ አይነት desperation ላይ እንዴት እንደገቡ።
Okay. እሺ in Turkey money matters ይላል። Destroying currency is considered an offense in Turkey. I guess in Yamaga it's the same thing, right? It means insulting the national flag and could lead to jail time, ranging between 6 months to as long as 3 years. Thailand also considers stepping on any currency as an act of disrespect. Stepping on it.
I think the worst I've heard about in a situation ላይ was North Korea. ቤትሽ የተቃጠለ የፕሬዝዳንቱን ፎቶ ካላነሳሽ ሰምተሻል?
Yes.
ቤትሽ የተቃጠለ ደግሞ your wife, your whole family እዛ ሊሆን ይችላል. The first thing that has to come out of that house and be put in a very respectful position is that picture of the leader.
But North Korea is not quite known for humanitarian activities.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
The weirdest ካልን እሱን mention መደረግ አለበት.
So, I'll send you this. I'm not sure if you'll watch it. I'll just tell you everything. Sinota. Eshi. Do not disturb in Australia ይላል. Weddings and funeral services must never be disturbed in Australia. Doing so would not just mean the person would be banned from all the social events, but also invite a 10,000 Australian dollar fine, even 2-year-long prison time.
I have a question, Zika. On a wedding እኮ ይባላል. If anybody opposes this marriage የሚባልበት ፓርት አለ አይደለ?
Okay, do not disturb ስልሽ እኮ crashing ነው, wedding crashing ነው። ከተጣርተሽ ሄደሽ እኮ ነው።
ተጣርተሽ ከሄድሽ ግን it's acceptable.
ተጣርተሽ ሄደሽ if anybody opposes ስትባይ ምናልባት ለቀልድ ብዙም ባላ ይመቸኛል ትንሽ በጣም ይመቸኛል እንጂ
if you ever need to make that speech we might as well make sure you're not going to get fined, no?
So like invited ካልሆንሽ እና ከተገኘሽ እንደዚህ አይነቶች ቦታዎች $10,000 ትከፍያለሽ።
እዚህ አቤል ነው የሚያስፈራሽ።
አቤል
we know Abel, the guy that travels TikTok like who's known for wedding crashing.
He does. I don't follow him. I'm sorry. Is she?
Life of Abel.
I know him. Like a couple of videos I've seen about a while back. I'm good. Like my TikTok is
different.
Either makeup or white people. No, there's no middle ground. Or sometimes weight workout የሚሰሩ ሴቶች. That's it.
Okay.
Is she? Combat rule, French swimsuit rule. Interesting. This weird law states that male swimmers are mandatorily supposed to wear fitted trunks. So that, loose trunks are not allowed, not even broad shorts. Butt floss swimsuits are also I want to see what butt floss swimsuit looks like. What does it look like?
I want to see it on people who actually swim for a living.
It's like Olympic ሲታይ ማለት ነው ቀን አንዳንድ ጊዜ እኛ ማየት መንፈልጋቸው ስፖርቶች ማይታዩባቸው ሰዓቶች አሉ which ones do you like top 3 swimming give me 2 more
swimming እንትን የሚሮጡት speed running በጣም speed running and የሚዘሉት gymnasts
okay high jump
እንጨት ይዘው የሚዘሉት
እሱ ምንድን ነበር የሚባለው ሃይ ጃምፕ እሱ አይደለም እንጨት ይዘው you get it እንጨት ይዘው የሚዘሉት actually ሴቶቹ ናቸው
ነው ወንዶችም አሉ
I know like the whole movement looks better on women
it does
so የሱ smaller version አለ አይደል ያኛው በእንጨት የሚዘለው about ከ4 ሜትር በላይ ነው ይሄኛው like ከ1 ሜትር ነው የሚጀምረው በጀርባ የሚዘለው እሱ swimming እና male gymnasts ግን የትኞቹን ነው ያሰብሽ ያለው like ገመድ አለ አይደል circular ያለው ወይ
there was this one Russian person that was like yeah and we appreciate them very much for their talent
yes it's my እሺ the underwear rule oh my god underwear things እዚህ ላይ ብዙ ናቸው እሺ wait ከሱ በፊት whipping the innocent
We're going to die today. We're going to die today.
No. Listen. If there's a case of rape in Sudan, the victim can be whipped publicly instead of taking strict action against the culprit.
What? Maybe we didn't understand it.
Maybe we can search it and cross-check. If there is a case of rape in Sudan, the victim can be whipped publicly instead of taking strict action against the culprit. Rape victim whipping in Sudan. እስከዛኛ እናውራበት የቀረውን ማለት ነው okay the underwear rule ይላል it's legally required that everyone must wear underwear when they're leaving their house in Thailand ሰው ልብስ እያወለቀ ያስቸግራል ማለት ነው there's like maybe we should visit that country considering them እኮ ሌሎች associated rumors you would think they would want to keep their underwear on
exactly my point exactly demo Thailand is well known for
yeah that's what I was referring to
how unfortunate
እሺ again Thailand it's just I guess Thailand is pushing for second place ka America. A dilemma for vape geeks in Thailand. The country has a ban on vaporizers like e-cigarettes and their refills. If found carrying these items, they are sure to be confiscated, but some might also be jailed. If convicted, the punishment could lead up to 10-year-long punishment.
Vaping? I don't know. I completely agree on this one.
So studies are coming out on that and now apparently so nicotine ሲጋራ ሰዎች ማያጨሱትና ወደዚህ እንትን የሚሉት
a safer option
ተብሎ ነበረ ግን like so the metals in the thing ሲግል ይሰባበራሉ እና microparticles of lead or any other metal the product could be made from ሳምባሽ ውስጥ ዲፖዚት ያደርጋል So in the next few years, we might have as sufficient a study on vaping as we do on cigarette smoking.
There was this doctor TikTok lady that explained that for years, even cigara siota, it was recommended for pregnant women. It was recommended for people who are sick. You
for
have
hysteria.
Yeah. Any
hysteria.
issue you have, smoke it through better. It took us, I think, 30 to 50 years to realize the damage of smoking for enough bodies to accumulate that the scientific community could understand what its effect on your body is. So like the same thing now happen in America. You're inhaling smoke, so it's going to take 30 to 50 years for your body to be on that platter for us to understand.
ለመጠናት antibody እንዲኖር
yes
essentially. So what did you find?
I cannot find anything network
ስለዚህ ስለ ሱዳን ያወራነው ነገር ወደ ጎን እናረጋለን ስናረጋግጥ እንመለስበታለን እሺ Codeine is banned in Japan. Medicines, yes. Medicines that
contain
codeine. Search. I think I remember. It's a sugar. Find it and we shall make sure. Medicines that contain codeine are banned in Japan. If one is found possessing such medicines, they could get deported or face detention. Why does it say deported? Like, as if Japanese people would never touch it. And like, ከውጭ የመጣ ሰው ብቻ ነው እንዲህ አይነት ነገር የሚሰራው አይነት implication.
Oh, okay. Sudan changed አድርጎታል እሱን ህግ. We are very proud. Sudan changes law that left rape victims punished by adultery.
ተደፍረውም ከዛ ማግጠሻል አንቺ ባለጌ ተብላም ትገረፋለች
ነበረ
ትገረፍ ነበረ። እሺ, can you search codeine for me? I show spelling.
Okay.
እሺ, selfie and tattoo rule in Sri Lanka. እሺ, taking selfies in front of idols of Lord Buddha or wearing Buddha tattoos in Sri Lanka is illegal. So essentially,
in Sri Lanka?
Yes.
Okay.
Of all places, no? Codeine ምንድን ነው?
Codeine is an opioid?
Yes.
Okay, prodrug or morphine mainly used to treat pain, coughing and diarrhea.
So cough syrups ላይ ነበረ very popular የነበረው and people used to get high using cough syrups in large amounts በመጠጣት because
አሁንም ሱዳን እና ሶማሊያ ውስጥ አለ እሱ.
Yeah. So it had the cheaper versions usually had codeine because it's illegal in a lot of countries. So they would just ship it off to looser laws ያሉበት ቦታዎች እና yes, that's where I knew codeine from.
I think Sudan ወይም ሶማሊ like the zombie drug እየተባለ ነው እሱ ነገር አይደለ? It's great.
እሺ, for later ይላል. Men from Nevada, of course, who have grown a mustache are legally prohibited from kissing women.
I actually support this.
Why?
Have you seen that you can actually contract a fungal infection because of beards? Yes.
ሸረሪት ሸናብኝ ተብሎ የህፃንነት ቁስሉን ታውቂዋለሽ? Yeah, that one.
The same thing effect ሊኖረው ይችላል. Somebody who doesn't clean their mustache, that doesn't clean their beards, can actually have that effect on somebody. So it makes sense.
You would hope other people wouldn't engage. ግን ሰዎች በእንደዚህ አይነት ሰዓት የት ሎጂክ ያስቡልሻል?
The red flags in that statement. እሺ.
Watching news channels requires permits in many regions of Africa. Africa is a continent and they are not regions, they are countries. Who's the writer of this article?
ስንጨርስ ወደዛ እንግባ።
እሺ፣ ይቅርታ። The chicken did not cross the road. Since when did chickens adhere to weird laws? Because chickens are not allowed to cross road in, of course, America. Quintman, Georgia. ይላል ወይስ ጆርጂያ the European country ነው?
አይመስለኝም።
It's giving America አይደል? Yes. እሺ, mandated polygamy.
Let's do this.
Mandated polygamy.
Yet.
Although polygamy is not common in many regions, some parts of Africa have mandated men to have 2 wives.
As in a necessity?
ይሄ ሰውዬ በትክክል ሪሰርች ሰርቶ አይደለም ይሄንን አርቲክል የጻፈው።
ኦቨርፖፑሌሽን ፈልገው ነው?
አይ የእንትኖቹ ናቸው እንጂ ትራይቦቹ ላይክ ሳይሰለጥኑ በነበረ በድሮ ጊዜ ነው። ሞስት ላይክሊ አፕዴት አልተደረገም ይሄ። ግን about polygamy ስንል so when a woman does it supposedly has a different name, polyandry. So did I send you that video on TikTok or did you send it to me?
I do not remember.
Okay, ግን we both seen it. Yes. Like so ሪሶርስ እንዳይቀንስባቸው ወንድማማቾች አንድ ሚስት የማግባት ባህል ነው። ስፔሲፊክ ኔም አለው እሱም ከፖሊያንድሪ ተጨማሪ። anyways I saw that.
Okay, got it.
It is yes, it's a bit exciting.
It is not. It is not.
It is. እኔም እንደማንኛውም ወንድ 2 ባል ማግባት ፈልጋለሁ።
You could. Okay, እሺ።
No, ቀልድ ነው። አንድ ባልም እየከበደኝ ነው እንደ ሀሳብ ምን ሆነ? ስታስቢ እንደ ግሩፕ አክቲቪቲ ግን ስታስቢ እሱን ተጣለው ነው ያላየው ማለት ነው። ሲበቦታ ከሆነ I think it'll be fine. She the lethal ashtray. again the ashtray so መኪና ላይ ድሮ የሚለክሱባትን ታውቂያታለሽ አሁን የቻርጀር ፖርት የሆነችው so processing ashtrays while driving is considered illegal in France. They are infamously known as lethal weapons in the country. Well, we've seen so many action movies at this point. So
wait, እየወረወሩ
when you press it down ይግሌለ አውጥተሽ ታቃጥያለሽ የምትፈልጊውን ሰው. It is a weapon.
I don't see the negative aspect.
አንቺ እኮ in a third world country female ሆነሽ ነው እያሰብሽ ያለሽው. In a privileged country a white male ሆነሽ ስታስቢ what wouldn't they do with it? You could be just this ባይኖር ይሻላል. So this is one of the first I think I'm fully supporting. Okay. Run out of gas ban. ያላችሁ ኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ ሰው ነዳጅ ለሞይ ስትይ እየተገፋ የሚገባ መኪና አላ they would be paying a lot more ሌላ ሀገር ቢሆን in Germany and access to
the
highway requires
the passion you said that with got me worried አልዋሽሽም
አልገባሽም I'm just so sad ምናምን እየተሰለፈበት የነበርንበት ጊዜ ነበረ because መንግስት ቴሌብርን ሰዎች ኢንኮርፖሬት እንዲያደርጉት ያኔ ማንዳቶሪ ስለተደረገ so at that point not many of them had ቴሌብር and ሲስተሙ ላግ እያደረገ ነው super app like 2 days ago ነው drop የተደረገ which means a lot of bugs that should have been fixed on time አልተያዙ I'm not sure about that though so እሱ ኢሹ አለ ከዛ በኋላ ይሄውላ ሰው በአንድ አክሰስ ሊያረጋው እየሞከረ ነው ከዛ ደግሞ ነዳጅ ነው ያልቃል አይደል ሶ ትሰለፊያለሽ right ሁሉም ሰው ያን ሰሞን ተቸግሮ ነበር how many cars እየተገፉ እንደሚደርሱ ታውቂያለሽ አንቺ ከኋላ ሞተር ያበራሽ እያጠፋሽ እነሱ
ወደ ኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ ብቻ ነው የሚገፋልሽ ሰው በነፃ የምታገኘው አሁን ሳስበው it's insane
አይ በመኪና እንኳን we're very kind እኔ ሞተር አልኩኝ ባትሪ እየተበላሸብኝ ነበር recently ጀምፐር ማለት ነው for 2 weeks ምን እንደሆነ ራሱ ጭንቅላት ያልተቀበለውም ግዥ እያለኝ ጓደኛዬ እየላከልኝ አምደርለኝ no
I don't need to the society got me ጀምፐር አላችሁ ያልኩ ያቆምኩ ሰዎች ጀምፐር እንኳን ባይኖራቸው የራሳቸውን ባትሪ ፈተው ያስነሱልሻልና it's so kind የመኪናው ካልቸር እንኳን it's very kind እኔም ልጅ ያለው የድሮ ሰፈራችን መኪና ሲገፋ መሳተፍ ደስ ይለኝ ነበር እንዴ በጣም
am I useful ግን will I participate willfully yes so I think this should be our last one right Germany requires the drivers to follow all traffic rules including one that if not followed could lead to a hefty fine and that rule is never to run out of gas while driving on the highway.
It makes sense.
Yes.
It really actually makes sense.
Yes. So I
don't think this is going to be our last allocation.
So we can go back and የዘለልናቸውን this is a cute one. Sing only in the key. North California, of course, has a strange law that makes singing in an off-key illegal act. We know a few people that would be very glad to hear this.
That would be shot in this situation.
Okay. I was thinking about like people who with sensitive ears that would complain for bad voices. That was where I was going. And ደግሞ people with bad voices ነው ያሰብሻለሽ.
Yeah.
Good like when you have a bad voice you usually know. It's just you don't think it ከዛ በኋላ ሌላ ሰው ፊት ተናገሪና and now you have to pay for it.
The funniest part is I've realized it's the same thing when you're not socially accepted as pretty or you're not
I don't think so ምክንያቱም tones are actually defined.
No like the more you sing even with a bad voice you start to think መጀመሪያ ይስተካከላል ሁለተኛ ግን you start to think it sounds good so American Idol ላይ ምናምን ሄደሽ ስታይ you see this horrible voices with such confidence and you realize nobody else heard you sing it's just you that
did you not see that video ሰርጸ የሆነን ሰውዬ አይተላለፈም ይሄ ቪዲዮ tell me ሱስ አለብህ ወይ እባክህ እውነቱን ንገረኝ እያለው like የሌለበት ማን አለ አለው I died so like እዛ ድረስ መሄድ ግን we have unique people
around us
yes
that will tell you ግን like most people on specifically American Idol X Factor ምናምኖችን ሄደሽ ስታይ you are shocked like how did you even make it here ትያለሽ
yeah I mean I feel like they needed like
honest friends
no first off that's not even where I was going produceroቹ select ሲያደርጉ I think they needed the fun ones as well
ግን the delusion is there cool
ሰዎቹ
for you to
confidence
even
ነው
pay to be that embarrassed the confidence must be there
anyways
yes so you know
no like this one time a friend of mine ተዘፍን ነበረ beautiful voice እና ሄደን it was a very emotional day ምናምን ከዛ ማታ ድረስ ቆይተን imagine ማምሸት ያላስለመድንበት ሰዓት ነበረ ቤት I got into trouble ምናምን እና ሰው at least ለራሱ ሄዶ ዘፍኖ embarrass ቢደረግ እሺ ኖርማል ነው ታይ ሳቢን በሙሉ መግለጽ አልፈልግ እሺ Madagascar hat rule a really weird law pregnant women in Madagascar are prohibited from wearing hats
I'm gonna let you comment on this one because I don't understand it
pregnant women in Madagascar are prohibited
no, it's not that I don't understand the
hats.
sentence I don't understand the why no why can you think of a single reason
hats where obviously on their heads ሊሆን አይችልም እዚህ ጋር ያረጉት ነው like what is this
that's not a hat እንደዛ
it
makes no sense
I do not know እሺ
okay for anybody who has a theory why this is a law እባካችሁን let us know because like I cannot guess why
we shall figure it out እሺ rewarding the culprits ይላል in Australia rewarding perpetrators is illegal and can attract can attract a fine of over 500 if one happens to reward someone who returns their valuable property after stealing it so ሰርቀው ሲመልሱልሽ ከከፈልሻቸው ሪዋርዶች አላቸው ምናምን ብለሽ ከከፈልሽ አንቺ ራስሽ $500 ትቀጫለሽ ነው so like you have to make sure that ለሰዎቹ ሰጣለው ምትዩ $500 በታች እንዲሆን ለሁለቱም መክፈል እንድቺ I guess afford እንድታረጊው
that's insane though
እሺ ነው American laws አድካሚ ናቸው እሺ did you hear like China and Hind border dispute እንደነበራቸው about a year ago
I didn't hear it
so
እኔ ደግሞ ስለ ብሪክ ልታወሪ ነው ብዬ በጣም ኤክሳይትድ ሆኜ ነበር
oh no not there yet
እሺ
so ሁለቱ ሀገራት they have አሁን ባለንበት በጣም ብዙ ፋክተሪዎች ማምረቻዎችና ሪሰርች ፊልድ ላይ በጣም ገንዘብ ከሚያወጡ ያለው ሀገራት አንዶቹ ናቸው if they were to be creative with weapons they understood it would be very very bad so በሞደርን ዌፐን መጣላት አይቻልም የሚል ceasefire ተፈራረሙ በሚዲቫል ዌፐን ቦርደር ላይ የተቀጣቀጡ ነበር until recently ማለት ነው ቪዲዮዎች ነበር on TikTok
I love it so much
like በስነ ስርዓትና like research ሰርተው more medieval weapons creatively ማምረት እየጀመሩ ነበር at a certain point
I swear every time I think everybody's adult thing is just እንደንት ወደ ይሰማሉ and I realize everybody's a kid it's just you in a position tasottonal where we're going to have to pretend to be adults what this is just too cute
yes and it's not cute they're killing each other these weapons sword cute. Fighting got ተመለስን ነው I think it's sexy
it's so cute like two presidents decided we're going to have a sword fight we're going to act like our ancestors that's it we're not going to make it a full on war
I like ሰማይ አውቶማቲክ እኮ ቢሆን ኖሮ like it would take half a day war እስከሚያልቅ
I know
ሁሉም ሰው ከዛ ይሞታል I think this is
that's my point
the solution is funny
ካኑ የተጫወቱት ኮሱ ነው ምልሽ
አይነት ነገር ነው ያሏቸው and also I think they're trying to keep their allegiance without it getting too far and which is absolutely hilarious and አሁን ይሄንን አይቼ ነው ትዝ ያለኝ
this is the best news I've heard today አላሽሽው
it's been like I think 2021 or 2022
ደግሞ አሁን እኮ they formed their own brick and actually working together
a lot of countries እየገቡበት ነው
የኛንም included by the way
of course
I am so happy.
So በአሜሪካ abandon ስለተደረገን we have to align ourselves with China.
I do not care the reasoning. I'm just finally ያልኩ ነው because it's a good decision.
Oh, I'll explain. ስንወጣ በደንብ እናወራለን። እሺ combat rule exception in India. This is my last one. Indian soldiers are not allowed to combat with knives except with troops from Nagaland. Nagaland የት ነው? Oh, okay. Hills, rivers and lakes አካባቢ የሚኖሩ Indians ናቸው, I'm guessing. So they're not allowed to combat with knives, which makes the whole thing I just said funnier. So they're not knives even. So they're doing long swords and like spears ማለት ነው. Video ናሳይሻለሁ. It is absolutely hilarious.
I feel like the Indians have more chance winning that war.
They've won a lot of the combats. Good, like
makes sense.
The numbers game kind of has an issue here. Anyways, that was it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed yourself with us.
Yes.
We'd like to thank Taraki for their space and their platform, and everybody at Taraki that helped us set up the studio today. We can't wait to see you again.
Bye.
Yeah.